Hey guys, welcome back to another episode Up and Running. Thanks for watching. On today's episode, we're going to continue working on the Lincoln, so I hope you enjoy it. Alright guys, last time on Up and Running, just for the fun of it, we turned the key and the car fired up. So today we're going to continue working on it and see if we can't get it to run a little better. So I hope you enjoy it. Wow! I don't think I have ever had one fire that fast. It's obviously needs a tune-up. So I don't know for sure that it was running off the fuel pump. I gotta check that yet. I'm gonna take a look at a couple other things and try to see if I can get that little bit of a miss out of it. It's obviously got a gasket that's bad in the exhaust on the passenger side, but that's a good start. I checked and the alternator is charging it. That's got a cracked exhaust manifold on the passenger side. That's where the exhaust leak is from. Alright, I'm going to shut it off right now and I got to do some other stuff to it. Well, that was interesting. It just kind of smoothed out. And now it dies. So something I found kind of interesting, in that time that we ran it, it used a whole gallon of gas. So it might be dumping a little too much fuel in there. So we definitely got a lot to look at. You know, it seems like it runs, not making any weird noises. So we'll definitely keep going on it and see if we can't get it to be a driver again. 1979 is a long time for something to sit, so I'm expecting there to be a fair amount of issues with it. Alright, today I'm going to start working on the Lincoln. The other day you saw me fire it up, just put some gas in it and turn the key, and it happened to fire after it had been sitting a long time. So I definitely know there's some issues with it, but we're going to start working on them, so I hope you enjoy it. What I'm really hoping I can do here is fire it up like I did the other day and actually put it in gear and drive it in. I know that's like asking for a miracle, but we'll see if it happens. Alright, the other day when I started this thing up, I just hooked this line onto the fuel pump, and I had a can of gas sitting underneath. So I put a bottle of gas right there, and hopefully it'll fire up and run off of that. So let's see what happens. I'm kind of curious at what the transmission fluid situation looks like. Let's see what we got. Hey, it's red, and there's fluid in there, so let's give it a try. I think I'm going to try to pour a little gas in the carb right away too. Alright, it does not turn over with the key, so I'm going to try the starter button. Okay, it's popping off, but what I'm getting is this, which is a little interesting. I'm going to grab a hammer and tap on the carburetor and see if we got a situation where the needle and seat is stuck. Alright, we banged on the carb a little bit. It seems to have cured it temporarily anyway, so I'm going to see if I can drive this thing in. Well, I know the brake lights work. They stayed on when I got out. Not a little lube won't fix, I'm sure. Alright, the first thing we're going to do on the Lincoln, I'm going to take a look at all the fluids, see where we're at on that. We know the car runs at least off of a remote tank, so probably one of the first things that we're going to do is take a look and see if there's a reason why or why not that we could run it off the car's actual fuel tank. I'm going to see what's going on. Something I noticed is somebody put this wire right here. They've got it clamped on over here, but they have a fuel pump, and I don't know if you can see it down in there. Let me grab my flashlight. Right down underneath that piece of foam there, they put an extra, or a different, looks like they got a fuel filter and a fuel pump. There's the pump right down in there. So I don't know why they did that. I'm gonna, start to take a look at that kind of stuff and see what's going on. I'm probably going to, like I said, check all the fluids today. It probably needs an oil change, I'm sure. And we'll kind of start there and see what it all needs. My goal is definitely to get it running off the car's own fuel tank so you can drive it. Alright, I went ahead and changed the oil in the Lincoln. I wanted to get this stuff out of there. You can see this is what came out. There's way too much in here. Not to mention it's way too much like water. This is full of gas. It's got a gassy, bad gas odor to it. And you can see it's not like what it should be. There's probably seven quarts in here. So way too much, and I just needed to get that out of there as soon as possible before we ran it anymore. I kind of even feel a little bad I drove it in like that, but luckily we didn't hurt anything. I disconnected a fuel line up here. I'm going to blow through it and see if I can hear anything in the tank coming out. Alright, I do hear it coming out in the tank, so that fuel line's not plugged. That's good news. Alright, so these 460s are known for, in the summertime, getting a little vapor lock. So what somebody did here, this is the hose that comes from the tank. If you follow that back, it goes to the tank. I just blew through it and everything was good. And they ran it into a fuel filter and into a fuel pump. And then that line from there went into the regular fuel pump on the car. So I think what was happening is if it would vapor lock on them, they would come over here, they would grab this connector and hook it up to the battery, and basically give a little extra push to the fuel pump that way. So kind of interesting. So anyway, I'm going to see if there's any fuel in the tank, and kind of go from there. We'll see if we can't get it to run off the tank. Alright, that's going to wrap it up for another episode of Up-N-Runnin. I hope you liked it. Stay tuned next time. We'll continue working on the Lincoln. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Up-N-Runnin. Thanks for watching. Alright, last time on Up-N-Runnin, we turned the key just for the fun of it, and the car fired up. So today we're going to spend a little more time on it. Bobby, hey Bobby, and my girl, they all like to come see me film, right? Let her walk away.